Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Emma. Emma always dreamed of traveling the world and meeting new people. But there was one problem. She didn't know how to speak English very well. One day, Emma decided it was time to make her dream come true. She wanted to learn English, but she didn't know where to start. She felt overwhelmed by all the grammar rules and long lists of vocabulary words. But Emma was determined. She knew there had to be an easier way. The next morning, Emma went to the village library and asked the librarian for advice. The wise old librarian smiled and said, "Emma, learning English doesn't have to be difficult. Let me tell you a few secrets to make it easier." Emma listened carefully as the librarian continued. "First, surround yourself with English as much as possible. Listen to English music, watch English movies, and try reading simple English books. The more you hear and see the language, the more familiar it will become." Excited, Emma started following the librarian's advice. Every day, she listened to her favorite English songs, singing along even if she didn't understand all the words. She also began watching English cartoons, which made her laugh while learning new phrases. The librarian had another tip. Don't be afraid to speak, even if you make mistakes. Practice makes perfect. Find someone to practice with or talk to yourself in English. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. Emma decided to practice with her friend Liam, who was also learning English. They would meet after school and have small conversations in English. At first, it was a bit awkward, but soon they found themselves laughing at their mistakes and helping each other improve. One day, while practicing, Liam shared a secret he had learned. "I discovered that learning new words in context, like in sentences or stories, helps me remember them better." Emma realized this was a great idea. Instead of memorizing long lists of words, she started reading short stories in English, and soon she was learning new vocabulary without even trying. Finally, Emma remembered the librarian's last piece of advice. Be patient and consistent. Learning a language takes time, so practice a little every day. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. So, Emma made a promise to herself. Every day, she would spend a little time listening, speaking, reading, or writing in English. She kept a journal where she wrote about her day in simple English sentences, and every week, she looked back to see how much she had improved. Months passed, and Emma noticed something amazing. She could understand English songs without needing the lyrics, she could watch movies without subtitles, and she was even having full conversations with Liam in English. One day, Emma's parents surprised her with a trip to a big city where she could finally meet people from all over the world. She felt a little nervous, but when she started talking to the people she met, she realized just how far she had come. Emma's dream of speaking English had come true, and it wasn't as hard as she had once thought. By immersing herself in the language, practicing with friends, learning words in context, and staying patient and consistent, she had made learning English an easy and enjoyable journey. And so, Emma's story reminds us that with the right approach, learning English, or any language, can be fun, easy, and rewarding. All it takes is a little creativity, practice, and the courage to keep going, one step at a time. And that's how Emma learned English easily. This story emphasizes the importance of immersion, practice, contextual learning, and patience in mastering a new language.